Now, the United States House Committees on Appropriations and Foreign Affairs have submitted a report to the White House on alleged attacks against Christian communities in Nigeria. We're now zeroing on the implication of this move by the U.S. Congress. Global Affairs Analyst Ejike Okpa joins us now from Texas, United States, for this conversation. Many thanks for joining us, Ejike Okpa. I want to start off by asking, Congressman Riley Moore and Tom Cole's team visited Benue IDP camps after Trump's country of particular concern tag. Does this on-ground probe validate genuine persecution, or does it risk politicized exaggeration?
Yeah, thank you for having me. It could be all of the above. The issue of killings of Christians in Nigeria is not new. It's just that during Tinubu, it just took a different level that got the attention of, President Trump. But before then, it was going on. It happened during Buhari. It happened in Obasanjo time. Somehow, it was swept under the rug. But this time, it got the attention of Trump, and we've seen what is happening. It's just very unfortunate that a country like Nigeria, as big as it is, with the resources it has, is not able to address its own internal issues, only to have itself subjected to a congressional investigation. I mean, can you imagine Nigerian House members coming to America to investigate something? But what this all means is Nigeria has to step up. If she's going to claim to be the giant of Africa, she should act like it. The president, Tinubu, fired Inspector General of Police. That shouldn't be news. Jonathan fired Onovo at the time. So when those people serve, they should serve the interests of the Nigerian people, not the interests of the president. And you could see the challenges of security forces in Nigeria. Nigerians are afraid to even step out and do certain things. When a country is under siege because of, public safety, then that country is not going to do anything. Even investments is not going to come. So let's see what the President Trump is going to do based on the findings and the recommendation.
Okay. Now, we understand that the report pushes bilateral security deals, targeted sanctions, visa bans, and conditional U.S. funding. Which of these hits Nigeria the hardest, economically, that is? And do you think that Tinubu will negotiate or defy?
Well, I mean, again, everything is on the table. It's now for Tinubu to step up. Tinubu has not visited America, since he became president. He was very slow in appointing a Nigerian ambassador to the U.S. Maybe this will prompt him to get up his butt, excuse my expression, what we say here, and reach out to the president and say, thank you for what you have done. Let's talk. I agree, I don't agree, but this is what I'm going to do for the remainder of the term. He's coming up for re-election next year. But, this is where, Tinubu has to now show that he actually is the president. He said this is his time, whatever that expression is in Yoruba. But if it's your time, has he done the job? Has he really earned the respect and admiration of Nigerians, or he wanted the job just because of the title? It's obviously acting like the job is over his head. But, in politics, 1 month is a long time. He can turn this around and say, hey, let's talk, let's remove some of these restrictions and let's see what happens. And everybody's open to something. But the person that stands to be affected injuriously, which in this case is Nigeria, needs to be the one on the aggression. He's reaching out, creating some positive moves that will tell the world, like, what's happened in the past has happened, but let's look forward.
So Trump personally directed this review amid his hardline faith freedom stance. Is this pure policy, or is it leverage for broader U.S.-Nigeria deals like oil security? Because there has been speculations.
Well, again, answer, all of the above. The thing is, there are more Nigerians in America than you have anywhere in the world. And it's very unfortunate that Nigeria leadership never really paid attention to that population and see, the chances of Nigeria are better anchored, if they have a very favorable relationship with America. Instead, there's the push for India and China and Brazil and these other non-collateral countries. China didn't do this. China wasn't going to come to Nigeria and say, oh, stop doing this, because China itself is a very bad government. It's a very authoritarian government. Not Russia going to do it. So for a country like America that has done it, I think Nigeria should be pleased with it, and Nigeria should look to the West, not to the East, because no country from the East is going to be, a very good partner in order to unleash the potential Nigeria has. So Tinubu has that opportunity to do it. If he wants to make a visit, he can request that, and if he's turned down, that needs to be seen. But I don't think he should now seize this opportunity to elevate his status as president, not just a president that hops around the world every little thing. He's somewhere like a child looking for a birthday party to attend. This is about his prestige and the image of Nigeria, and everything rests, like we say in America, all buck stops with him. Not the vice president, not his wife. Is Tinubu people going to remember while he's in office and when he leaves office? And he should act like he's the president of the most populous black nation in the world.
All right, Global Affairs Analyst Ejike Okpa, thank you so much for your time with us on the news and for shedding more light on this development. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
An absolute pleasure.